Okay, more Unifi products right here. We have the U7 Pro Wi-Fi access point. Let's unbox this. Okay, so we are going to be upgrading the Wi-Fi as well, because I've been using the Fios's G3100 router, and it's done a pretty good job for the most part. I actually don't have any other problems other than Verizon is thinking of charging me after that promotion and all that. So I'm like, why not just upgrade with the U7 Pro, where we can have a future proofing of 6 gigahertz, if I'm not mistaken. But here we go. Enough talking. This one is pretty simple. Just box and this shell right here. I don't know. First impression, I thought it's like, it looks good, but I don't know, for some reason it reminded me of the Pokemon, that top part of the Pokemon catcher or something, the ball and stuff. But anyways, this looks very premium, especially for an access point. I like this one. It has the Unifi logo right here. Yep, and it has the plastic cover right now, but we're gonna take it out. It doesn't look glossy, but it's smooth, so that's pretty good. There's a bit of a weight in it, actually, to be honest with you. And at the bottom, it has one RJ45 port right here, and I'm not sure what it is, but this is maybe just a vent. This is a reset hole right here, or a reset button, if you can see. Then I think you can take this off. Yep, this is where RJ45 is going to be routed and all that, so that's pretty neat. This is normally intended to be like screwed up on the ceiling and all that, but we're gonna test it out. But I'm not gonna climb up the ceiling and install it right now. We're still gonna set it up though. Where is the base? Okay, so for the base, we have the metal plates right here, one hole, and one of the metal plate where there are tiny holes right here for the screws and all that. It also has a description right here. A for wall mount, and then B T-bar ceiling mount, 3.5-inch round junction box, 4-inch square junction box, single gang, and all that. So you have all these letters right here where, on how these, I guess, the types of boxes that you can screw this into. So that's pretty good. And of course, the paper with the balancer or leveler right here. I guess Unifi always brings that, included, or rather. Also, we have the accessories. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's an Allen wrench, tiny one right here. And what is this one? I don't know what this is, but let's open it. Okay, not sort of an Allen wrench, but you can see it's like an L-shaped metal with a tiny hole on the middle. That's that. And then tiny Allen wrench right here, if you want to use it. What is this? Okay, we have long ass screws, long skinny screws right here, and some washers. You can see. What else do we have? We have more shorter screws for wall, and the washers right here, about like 4 each. And we got more screws. This time there's only 2 of them. And lastly, okay, I'm not sure how to describe this one. It's sort of like a lock. I think it's the lock for these plates right here with 2 tiny screws. Okay, so let's head back to my server workstation, and we're gonna hook this up and set it up on the Unifi controller. All right, so just a quick specification for U7 Pro. This is basically ceiling mounted Wi-Fi AP or access point. I'm not putting it on the ceiling at the moment because, review. It does have 6 spatial streams and 6 gigahertz support for interface free Wi-Fi. Okay, so yep. And it does say Wi-Fi 7 with 6 gigahertz support up to 140 square meters or 1,500 square feet of coverage, 300 plus connected device. So that is pretty good. I'm not sure. I mean, that's for a business setting, basically. For a home setting, I don't think you'll be able to hit the 300 devices. Anyways, so this U7 Pro is powered using PoE+. The switch I have, Pro Max PoE, it has PoE++, but this only needs PoE+, which is about 30 watts. And it does have a 2.5 GBE uplink, which is pretty interesting. So I might be putting this, okay. So this does have a 2.5 GB uplink, so I might put this on the 2.5 GB port on my Switch. Okay, moving on, here are more of the tech specs. So as you can see, 6-stream Wi-Fi 7 access point, tri-radio 2.4, 5, and 6 gigahertz. The status OLED, which is the actual ring right here, the blue blinking or sometimes white. Then 1,500 square feet coverage, 300 plus connected device, locking notch, 9.3 gigabits per second over the air speed. And then at the bottom, you will see the 2.5 GB PoE plus RJ45 ports, reset button right here, and then the ceiling mount. Reset button, I've actually tried it a couple of times already because, setting up the switch and the PoE for some reason. Anyways, here are more of the specs. Max power consumption is 21 watts, so pretty efficient. I think it's more efficient than some of my Philips Hue lights. Anyways, max transfer power 2.4. It's 22 dBm, 5 gigahertz 26, and 6 gigahertz 23 dBm. Okay, MIMO 2.4, 2x2. They're all 2x2 compared to the U6 Pro. If I'm not mistaken, it's 4x4. So that is pretty interesting. But at the home settings, I don't think you will be hitting that cap. Max data rate 688 Mbps for 2.4. For 5 gigahertz is 4.3 gigabits per second. 6 gigahertz is 5.7. Okay. 10 again, 4 dBi, 6 dBi, and all that. Okay. VLAN is 802.1q. Okay, here we go. I mean, you guys can pause this if you guys want to read it and all that. But that's it. All right, so after 2 years of setting up all my devices, I'm kidding. It took me like 2 days to set up all my devices. I have all the setup, I guess, if I may. If you can see, let's go to topology. I have pretty much got all the, why does it not want to? Okay, here we go. So if you can see, I got a few LAN network here, Ethernet, and then my U7 Pro is connected here. It's also showing the information and all that. That all these devices are connected. So they are a mix of my staff network and the IoT. I don't think there is any guest network here or any devices connected to the guest. That's pretty much for what it says for the guest, right? So anyways, yeah, if you also notice, I have the Philips Hue here because it has to be hardwired, the bridge, but there is like Plex Media server and the Unraid Docker and then the Unraid server. So they're all in the same Unraid server or my workstation right here. It's basically they're running on a Docker. The Plex Media server even is also included in the on-raid server. So, but I guess they have a different IP address and all that, so that's why it's showing as separate device here. Anyways, so you see all these right here, and just wanted to show you again. So I have set up the Pro Max 16. The switch, which is USW Pro Max 16 PoE device right here, and the U7 Pro connected. If we go to the Wi-Fi settings, I have 3 SSIDs here with 6 gigahertz. That is for the staff network. That is the VLAN ID, which is the staff. Then the guest for guest network, and then the IoT network. All these ones, if you look at it, I just have the network's VLAN ID here, password and all that. But if we go to networks, let's say like the staff, I have the router set as third-party gateway because I'm not using a Unifi router or like the Unifi Dream Machine Pro something. I am using the PF Sense. So if we go right here, firewall rules, and then we go to like the IoT. I have everything here set up. I'm letting them get the DNS, at least the IoT will be able to get to the DNS. But I have a blocker here that any device from the IoT will, trying to log into the PF Sense admin, they're going to be blocked. And then obviously the last one is if they want to go connect to the internet, they can. Also probably to the other VLANs right here, like guest or staff, at least they'll be able to communicate, except if you see the exclamation right here, except the admin network, which is the main LAN on this side right here. So, all right, just to go through here, guest is also the same, probably just a little bit over, one more rule right here, which is I have the failover. So I'm trying to put the guest, I'm putting all the umbrella for the VPN, which is Proton VPN. I'm setting it up here. And then for guest, just in case, as a backup, it just goes without the VPN. I mean, this is for the guest network anyways, for guest known people and all that. But they will not be able to get to the main admin LAN network. And then for the staff, for all other devices that I need, other than the server, Wi-Fi, my sister's PC and all the devices, I have everything right here. You can see there's quite a bit of a long list of rules right here. These are mostly specific. Like this one is for the LG TV. I just wanted to bypass the VPN. At first, initially, I've always been using the VPN with it, but you know, some of the channels like Hulu and stuff, it gets finicky with VPN, so I'm just like bypassing it also. All right, anyways, I digress. Let's go back to the network right here. So I have the profile here for Wi-Fi speed limit. The one thing I noticed though with Unifi controller, kind of like a minor con, is that you can only set this up to 100 megabits per second. I don't know why there's a limitation of up to 100. But in pfSense, if you go to traffic shaper and then go to limiters, you can actually put a limit here. It's basically the same as the bandwidth limit on Unifi. But it doesn't cap you at 100. You can put like 200 here and it's not a problem, right? So that's one thing to note, that the bandwidth limiter on Unifi controller or network server is a new name, I guess. It's capped at 100. I mean, you know, it's a minor thing. Anyways, everything here is pretty much set up now, which is good. Oh yeah, ports I've set this up here. You can also see the VLAN and all. But I guess I want to show, well, I wish I could show speed test right here, but this is the main LAN, so this should be close to 8 gigabyte. And this is also connected to the VPN. So we can try. I just clicked on it. So with the VPN, it's averaging around 730 down, and then upstream, yeah, it should be also about like 700 and up. Without the VPN, it should go up to, you know, 900 plus. I have a gigabyte files right here. So that is pretty good. And what else? Okay, you can see all the my devices right here. And they have all the VLAN IDs, or, well, actually Wi-Fi, which ones are connected, and the network. You know, most of these IoTs, they don't have the default or native VLAN ID because, you know, I have 3 SSIDs, so it depends on where they are connected, and it will show here which Wi-Fi it is, which is pretty cool. So overall, I like this one. The U7 Pro actually is really pretty good. The controversy, or not really controversy, but like U6 Pro, I guess, or the U6 Enterprise had 4x4 MIMO, while the U7 Pro only has 2x2 MIMO, you know, the 6 gigabytes and stuff. But I haven't really noticed any difference and stuff. I'm also taking my 5 router right here. I don't need it anymore. So which is good. I gotta be returning that because they're planning on what I call charging me for the brand new one. Anyways, I gotta stop talking. This has been a very good learning experience for me with, you know, first time using the Unifi switch and the U7 Pro. But I'm going to see you on the next video. I think I have another Unifi to review, which is the Cloud Key Plus. So we're going to do that. But don't forget to smash the like button. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.